We're now going to finish this first 8-bar group by dealing with the last 2 bars of this using the exit from the hinge line into the natural pivots, Rudolph and slip reverse pivot. So, from the end of the hinge line here, Karen is going to dance out on 1, and I'm going to feel the slight rotation in my left leg as Karen dances out. 1. I still feel that the majority of my weight is towards my left foot. I'm not dancing 1 into my right foot. So, 3, 1. Now from here, we're making quite a tight pivoting action because I want to drop into the Rudolph as opposed to move. So I'm pivoting from my left foot to my right foot. 2, creating a slight rise. 3, a small step, continuing to turn. Then I drop onto my right leg from my left leg into the type of chair line to create the whipping action of Karen's leg into the Rudolph. 1. So just once again from the exit of the hinge line. 1, 2, 3, 1. Here my feeling is quite a small bass. I don't want to have a big bass. Small bass with my center turned to Karen. The exit will be created through pressure to create a rise to the reverse slip pivot. And 2, 3. My feeling again is that I'm not turning away from the girl here. My body weight from the end of the Rudolph is actually staying with her. 1, 2, 3. And now on to Karen to show you the beautiful leg line of the swinging ronde action.
And now from the end of the hinge line. So we're in quite an exaggerated line at this point here. I transfer my weight into my right foot at the end of the 1. Now from here we've got a very big curve. I use the next 2 pivots to recover my body position into normal dance position. So here we have the extended line. So I've got 1. Now into the pivots I'm picking up my back line towards my man for the 2, 3. At the same time, when I make the pivot action, I'm very conscious again that as I transfer my weight into here, I'm leaving my left foot behind my right foot, and now I've carried my right foot in front of my left foot. So I am not going to open my legs from here. I've not got side steps. The base would be too big. So I've actually created a pivot position through my legs on both of those steps. This will help me to control the center of my body because the next step is quite difficult. So if I've danced the hinge line from here to dancing to the end of the 1, I'm dancing 2, 3. Now from here, Marcus's body rise will help me to produce my ronde. And whether you use a high ronde or to start off with, you could produce a very low ronde for the Rudolph. I lower into my left foot and I draw a circle with my right foot. So that circle places my right foot underneath my left shoulder. I don't allow the right foot to move away from the center of my body. I dance my ronde and place it underneath my left shoulder. At the same time, the amount of body turn would be similar to the amount of body turn that I produce in promenade position. And in a promenade position, I'm very conscious that I keep my right side towards Marcus. I don't turn away. Again, on my Rudolph. So if I dance from the 1, 2, 3 into the Rudolph for 1, I'm keeping my right side and my right back towards my partner. From here, I have a tremendous foot pressure to take me into the reverse slip pivot. And so I'm really increasing the pressure through my right foot into the right foot using the ankle, and I'm tracking my left foot again underneath my body to finish the pivot with my left foot underneath my left hip and my left shoulder so that I come to a balanced position. I'll try and dance that through on my own. So from here, I'm dancing the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Obviously, I'll dance it with Marcus now, and it will be much easier for me to dance But again, I am aware as lady of what the figures should be.
And then we're going to show you this group together. And please notice, I think one of the most important things of this group is the entry into the pivots. We see many people doing this, and the head for the man being very, very busy. So from the end of the hinge line, Karen rotates onto a foot for 1, and my head is turning naturally into position 1. I don't want to feel, as I do this, that I'm coming across Karen. So we'll dance that one more time and continue into the end of the pivots. 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, we have our own shape. From here, I'm going to drop into the Rudolph, giving Karen the body rise necessary to show the circular leg. 1. And continuing to press to the floor to create the reverse slip pivot. 1, 2, 3. So, we'll show you that one more time. Notice the action, the shaping, and the reaction of Karen's wonderful leg ronde. So we've got the hinge line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And for the lady, as I said before, I'm very particular about picking up my body weight at the end of the hinge line into the pivots. At the same time, I'm very conscious that from here, as I stand on the 1 and commence into the 2, as Marcus said, that I am not shaping across his centre line. I'm keeping in my own frame, so I must keep those 2 windows very, very clear. So I continue for the 2 and the 3. Again, I follow Marcus's body turn into the Rudolph for the 1. And I feel at this point he doesn't tilt me, he doesn't pull his back weight away from me. We're very conscious of keeping our body weights towards each other. The balance here should be very simple balance, not any extremities happening at this point. Again, I place my right foot under the shoulder. Now into the reverse slip pivot. I've got a very fast head turners lady. I don't keep my head to the right. As soon as I put my right foot to the floor, I'm going to very, very strongly turn my head towards my left elbow to create the space for Marcus to follow through. So I really clear my headline. If I'm a little bit late at that point, this whole step can become a little bit laboured. Also, the timing is a little bit suspect. So from the pressure rise of the right foot, I really throw my head towards my left elbow to encourage and invite Marcus to complete the turn.
I think a key point here for this group is the exit from the hinge line. It's going to be a reaction from an action. So as soon as we get to the shape, we've got enough time to have a photograph taken in a beautiful hinge line shape, but then we've got to create the impetus to come out like a spring-loaded effect for the pivot and the Rudolph. We'll show you that one more time, again backing the camera so you can see the action from a different angle. So we'll take the hinge line as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to show you this whole 8-bar group one more time in 2 different directions to music, and try and use all these very, very important points that we've given you to help improve each of these steps.
We hope you enjoy this group as much as we do. And this particular group, as we said before, is very classical of all the waltz groups. And we really enjoy using it, and so we hope you do too.
Good luck.